Hello. Hello, hello. What's going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How you guys doing today? I'm looking at chat right now. I'm talking to everyone. I can't even do my big announcement. Joe's already laughing. I can't even be like, Joe and Frankie are here. Guess who's here with me? Joe Serafini and Frankie Rodriguez.
Hi.
In the flesh.
We are here.
In the flesh.
Very fun.
I know. I couldn't even do my big intro for you guys.
Wait, no, do your intro. Do your intro.
Yeah,
We'll be quiet.
No,
we'll be
there
quiet.
isn't even. I'm normally just like I act like it's just me, and then I'll be like, "But I'm here with." But Joe's.
Okay.
I was laughing because you were sipping your Sprite
Oh,
into
yeah.
the microphone. I'm like, dang.
Little ASMR for you guys.
No.
So, how are you guys doing? We're back for another once every 2 week radio show, and I've got the incredible Frankie Rodriguez and Joe Serafini here.
What's up?
You know, how are you guys doing?
We're good. You know, just surviving the summer.
Just surviving the
Yeah,
summer.
it's
What you guys been up to?
hot.
It has been so hot.
It's been awful.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, Frankie's brother was in town with us last week.
Love it.
This past weekend for his birthday. So we were giving him the LA treatment. We took him
Love
to the
it.
Hollywood
We were babysitting.
sign.
but it's been hot. I bet that
It's
was
been
rough.
awful.
Yeah. It's been very hot.
What have you been up to? I didn't realize you had such a big production over here.
You know, we
We
tried. They're
wow.
looking around the room. We got some nice little podcast mics. I'm loving it. I've been doing this and
Yeah?
then doing
Your own
music.
stuff, yeah.
You know, you feel the vibe, and I'm very excited to talk about that today because we've got two fantastic musicians here with us today, and so we're just gonna cut it up like we normally do. But I'm gonna play another song for you guys before we get into it. Here's "Worth It" by Ray.
Oh.
Yo, we're back, and I'm about to go full radio host mode. Okay,
Ooh.
full radio host mode. All right.
Oh,
So I'm here with two incredible singer, actor, musical theater, just good humans. That's who I'm here with today.
Wow.
And I just want to, well, the people want to know, and I also want to know what kind of summed up, what kind of got you guys into what you do, you know? I know you guys are big musical theater people. Like, what was
Mm.
the
Do you wanna
musical that
start?
got you into it?
Yeah, I think it's just being shown it as a kid. My mom loved musical movies and she would always put them on and we would watch them. And I was like, I want to do that. And then later on figuring out that you could do it as a career. And, you know, a few years later, here I am.
I love it. I love it. Was there a specific musical that just was like,
Oh
that
my gosh,
is
it was
dope?
always like Little Shop of Horrors, West Side Story, and The Wiz were like in a constant loop in our house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
But
What about you, Joe?
you know, Joe is a child star.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Joe's a little.
Yeah, but the way it started was I was the youngest of 4 kids, so I had 3 older siblings that were doing musical theater productions like in summer camps and at
That's
school. So I grew up watching them do it and honestly kind of like slay. So I was like, oh, I could do that too, and I could also be pretty good at it. I bet.
Right? And you are. I mean, that's why you're here.
So then, yeah, I just got into it, and then like my older sister Kristen and I like were the only ones that were really serious about it and like decided to pursue it as a career. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's been
I love that.
amazing.
That's so sick. And now we're all here. I think that that's incredible. Just a quick question from chat. It says Gabby
Ooh.
would like to know what or who are your biggest inspirations currently?
Musically,
Sure. Anything, Lee.
anything, Lee.
It's like, oh, like I heard, I don't know if you guys listened yet. You probably have the Guts album.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I will
Absolutely
say, yeah,
tearing my mind apart.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's been an inspiration to me since like the day I met her. I mean, she's incredible. She's so smart.
Right.
So well done.
I mean, not to be like so cheesy, but yes, like I completely get that. But also like you guys too, like the way seeing you guys like write in between things or like like the creation that's something that just comes from your brain and then all of a sudden you're playing it on a piano and it's like one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. That to
Appreciate
me is that's very inspirational.
Love it. I mean, like I feel like music inspires me to want to go make better music. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny because when Dominic put out his album, Dominic Fike put out his
Okay.
album, and like I avoided it for a good 3 months because I was like, I know this is gonna like just throw me and I'm gonna want to. But so I was gonna do the same with Olivia's. I was gonna wait for a second to listen to it, but she's like everywhere, so I couldn't be on TikTok without hearing it.
Okay, I have to admit, I haven't heard it yet.
Really?
I haven't heard it yet. I want to like because I want to listen to it in its entirety.
Right.
I wanted to make sure that I'm like super focused and I have the time to listen to it. I just haven't had a second yet, but I'm scrolling so quickly on TikTok. Anytime I see like her name pop up, I just like scroll up. I don't want to hear it yet.
I heard the end. I was like, that's what I was doing, and then I heard the end of All American, and it is one of the coolest things ever. And I was on Twitter earlier. I was on Twitter earlier, and I was talking about her theme writing ability and how.
Yeah, what did you mean by that? I saw that tweet, and I was like, what is he?
So I thought Sour was a genius album because not every song was a love song. It was a bunch of love songs, breakup songs, and then it was like songs like Brutal and songs like Jealousy, talking about her need to be perfect and like how she feels like if she's not, then her worth is null and all of that. But even though the songs had different themes, the whole album felt like one consistent work, and all the songs went together. And Guts, to me, it felt like her personal experience along with the experience of what she feels women in America have to deal with, on top of relationships and blah, 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 and like all of this.
And her own rise and growth to fame,
and her like feel of like her place and whether this is the right thing for her and all of that. I think it's so dope that all those songs, how like in spite of how different they are, because she'll have a ballad and then a rock song, they feel like they belong on the same project. And I'm trying to like I love it.
I can't wait
completely. But yeah, no, I've been singing it around the house, and Frankie's like, "Stop singing it! I haven't heard it yet.
I don't want any previews. I want to listen to it."
But that's the thing about her is like all her songs get in your head. Like they're so memorable, all of them.
Well, that was the thing where I heard the end of All American, and then I went out and I was singing it like the whole time I was out. I was like, "That's so annoying!" Like I'm trying to like, it's so good.
Joe, no,
that's fine.
She's genius.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Another question. What's your favorite songs right now?
Ooh,
anybody got a favorite song right now?
Songs. Well, one of my favorite songs right now that I've been playing on the loop, and you should know her, Adrian, is Kylie's song Text Go Green.
Text Go Green. Should we play Text Go Green?
I think we should play Text Go Green.
Absolutely should.
Okay, Text Go Green by Kylie Control. This is actually chosen by Frankie. Is it on here? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it right now.
If not, I can sing it word for word.
Would you?
You don't even have to pull it up.
I'm trying.
I got a mic. I'm ready to go.
I actually don't think it's on here yet. No.
All right, I'll start warming up.
Well, we'll get that.
It's not on there?
I don't think it's on it's not on there yet.
Here, I'm gonna.
Frankie will do a rendition for us. Can you hit us with the chorus?
I'll
start it a little lower.
Oh yeah.
You know what, Joe? You can scram. Okay. So I'll pick another one. One of my favorite songs right now, it's been the song of the summer for me, is Dance the Night Away, Dula Peep from the Barbie movie. So good. Such a bop.
Oh. No, you can play the song.
Why can't we play it?
What about you? Just can't talk about the Barbie movie.
Oh. My bad.
It's fine.
I haven't seen the movie.
I'm going to break down the door and arrest you. I'm looking at my on repeat. I have been loving some Renee Rapp songs from her debut album.
Yeah, In the Kitchen is crazy.
In the Kitchen. Well, yeah, that's from her EP. But the something that's been on repeat is Talk Too Much.
Oh yeah,
from her debut album. Then also I've been really loving Tori Kelly's
her new thing with John.
Yeah, it's really good. Like Shelter. I love that song.
Tummy Hurts is fire.
Tummy Hurts is good too. Yeah.
Have you heard that? Oh my god.
I don't think he's heard it. Yeah.
Can we put Frankie on real quick?
Yeah. Hold on. Is this Tummy Hurts?
I want to play Tummy Hurts.
Yeah.
My tummy hurts?
Yeah, it's pretty fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, I also covered Talk Too Much on TikTok.
Oh, word.
Oh, word.
Okay, Joe, plug yourself. That's right.
Did you like it, Frankie? Were you a fan?
I loved it. It made my tummy hurt a little bit. Wow.
Okay. Before we answer more of these questions, we're going to do a call. We're going to do a call.
Ooh.
We're going to see what's going on. If you got a question, call in.
It's my mom.
That'd be so
She's like, where are you?
That'd be so great. Let's see who we get. Because it like shows. Oh.
Hello?
Hello? Oh my God. There's so many people. Hello?
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 Hi.
Hi.
Let's hear
Oh my
that. What's
gosh.
going on?
Hi. I'm Nina.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Nina.
you.
Hi, Nina.
Did you have a
I'm like
question for me?
panicking. I'm so sorry.
No. I'd be panicking for Frankie and Joe too.
Oh my gosh.
So there was a question I kind of wanted to ask when you had gone live with, I think it was Ella.
Cool.
I'm like panicking. Oh my gosh. What is like an underrated artist that like you would like want to do a song with? Like, what is like an underrated like artist you want to do a song with?
Oh my God, that's so great. You want me to start?
Yeah,
Of course.
Okay. So I've got two. Like, he's definitely blowing up more now, and I'm so glad because he deserves it. But Dominic Fike, I would kill to be on a track with Dominic just because he's such an inspiration in the music that I make, and he's also like just such a great musician. That would be insane. But then just for like my heart, John Bellion. Like John Bellion like got me into music. And so to be on a song that he's on, that would be everything to me.
Wow.
I'd be like, that's it. I'm good. Like I'm with
He
you.
is amazing.
He's
Dude, I love him.
listen to John. Everyone go listen to John. What about you, Joey?
Oh my gosh. I can't think of anyone off the spot.
Off the dome?
No. I mean, I am still such like a budding artist that I feel like I'm just so down to collab with anyone right now.
Yeah,
Real
that's your
though.
like dream. Like the dream
The
has
dream?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
anyone.
like dream underrated. Like it can't be like
I
Beyonce.
know, that's the thing.
Oh, it can't be Beyonce?
I knew Frankie.
Who's
like,
yours,
wait,
Frankie?
Mine was going to be Beyonce.
Well, then she's
in
very
what world
underrated.
is Beyonce underrated?
Oh, the question was underrated artist. Oh, okay. Then I have an answer. Okay. Lindsay Lohan, back in the day, used to put out
Oh
music.
my gosh.
One of my favorite songs is Rumors. And
Oh yes.
I would do a collab with Lindsay Lohan.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's fitting for me.
I mean, she's not underrated, but I really love Lizzie McAlpine.
Ooh.
I think she's
Yeah.
got like
Ooh, feelings.
Like the sad girl pop.
Y'all would sound so good together.
yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That'd be perfect. Thank you so much for the question.
That was a great question.
That was a really
Dude, no, like, I would, because I don't know if you're that, like, I don't, oh man, I'm so sorry, I'm like, panicking.
No.
Like, if I were to do, like, an underrated, do a song with an underrated artist, I actually would do it with, like, Josh Levi, or actually, because I'm like a songwriter type of person. Like I have keyboards and everything. So I honestly, Adrian, if we could get into touch, would you mind doing a song?
That's look, send me a song. I would love to hear a song. If you sent it to me on Instagram, I'd love that.
Merry Christmas.
I'm always down to hear any writing of any kind ever. I love it.
Dude,
Adrian's a great collaborator too.
Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. Oh, dude, if you could, and I'm so sorry. I like feel like I'm like asking for too much. Tomorrow is my birthday.
No way! Happy early birthday, dude!
Thank
Happy
you
birthday!
so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. You too.
I love this. I love this so much.
I love
this
Nina.
is so fun.
I hope she has the best birthday
She's
ever.
so sweet.
Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic birthday. But speaking of songwriting, our good buddy over here, Joe Serafini, I know you've been dabbling.
I've been dabbling.
What have you been dabbling in, Joe?
I've been
Share with the
dabbling
class
just a little bit, you know. Well, no, I mean, I started this year in one of my like New Year's resolutions, which is funny, like to talk about New Year's resolutions in September.
No,
but it was one of my New Year's resolutions. I was like, I think I want to actually try writing this year. I think I've for so long just been like, oh, I don't know how to do it.
You're saying Joe's been cooking in the kitchen.
He has been cooking in the kitchen.
I have been. So I was writing, and Adrian and I even like did a little ditty together.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty fun. But yeah, and then I brought one of the songs that I felt really strongly about to these people that worked on a little TV show that I can't really mention with us. But Cozy Zulstorf and Matthew Tischler.
Cozy, love Cozy.
Yeah, they're incredible artists and writers in their own right. And they kind of took a song that I had, and we sort of have elevated it to this new level. And we've been working on finishing it up, and I'm hoping to put it out in the next couple of months or so.
I don't want you to give away anything that you don't want to give away, but what's your go-to writing topic? What do you find yourself writing about?
Man, I mean, really, it's been about just like the battles that I am facing within my own head.
Right.
And just like, believing in yourself and trusting in yourself and your own abilities and stuff like that. But there's been some little love songs too and stuff like that I've been...
Don't look me in the eye when you say that.
I've been able to pull out. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I feel like I talk about this every time, but it's like music, it definitely gives you a chance to say something that you definitely wouldn't just say to somebody, whether that be a love song or someone that you're trying to talk to about something personal. Like, it's very hard to sit down with somebody and be like, here's what I've been facing and here's what's been like ripping me up and like, here's the way I've been feeling. But it's really easy, especially for people like us that kind of grew up performing, to sit down and be like, here's a 3-minute song I wrote that you could or could not take seriously. Like,
Yeah, and that's something I've definitely been like facing is my fear. Like, the song is obviously like, it's something that's very personal to me and that I've been, excavating with them. And every day I'm like, I'm gonna pull the plug on everything. We're not gonna do it. I can't say this. But I think that's something that we just have to move through as artists. Right. And
I'm one of the blessed people that's been able to hear a rough draft of this song as well. And I've gotten to hear a live version. I've heard it all.
Whoa,
I've heard just Serafini acoustic. I've heard just Serafini demo. I've heard it all. But
good at
and it's so easy to think what you're doing isn't right, but it's a fantastic song. Like I can't wait for him to put it out. But how has Frankie been co-editing and is Frankie like your what's
I
Frankie's
feel
role?
like I'm not good. Like, if you were to ever ask me for notes on a song, that is so far from what I do. I would be like, it sounds great, because really, like, when any of you guys play me your songs for like the first time, I think it sounds amazing. And then yet you guys will go back and like keep adding to it and doing all of these things and then making it sound even more amazing. But it's been really cool to kind of just see the progression of one song and all of the work that goes behind it. I kind of thought you just like do a song in an hour and then it's done. Apparently that's not how that works. No, it's awesome to get to see like the behind the scenes of the progression of a song and to hear the new added stuff.
Right.
I can't wait.
No, and like I said, I don't want you to have to give anything away, so you can shoot me down here. But is there a title or an idea of what the song vibe is that we can get from you?
I don't know if I'm ready to share the title.
That's fair.
But I'll say that it's a very like empowering song.
Love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what are your inspirations, do you feel, where you write? Is there like an artist that comes to mind that you're like, oh, like I feel like they'd be very good at something like this, and like I feel this in this song? Or is it like just straight from experience and like your own? You guys probably know, but
no,
Frank,
I mean,
Joe's one of the most amazing piano players I've ever seen.
Incredible.
So if you just wanted to pull some music theory from now on,
100%, yes.
So one of my like biggest inspirations since I was a kid is Sarah Bareilles.
Oh yeah,
she's so like theatrical but also pop, and I think that's definitely what I'm like leaning into in this song. But yeah, Sarah Bareilles, Lizzie McAlpine, like I said, is really good at that. Olivia's really good at that stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a variety of people. I love so many different types of music. It's kind of hard to like pinpoint exactly what I want to focus on.
Right.
But I think I know that my voice lends itself the best to like theatrical and type of music.
But what I love about your song, and I feel like not a lot of people do this, like really great artists I feel do this well, but what I love about your songs are there is always this like you never feel lost in the song for a second. Like you're never like what does that mean? or like it's very like, here's like, it's so hard to just say straight up like exactly how you're feeling and just just straight to the point, like, this is what it is, and here's my message, and for it to hit that strong. And so when I heard it, I was like, oh, like, word. Like, I know exactly what this is. I know exactly what this is, and I love it.
I love what you said when you first heard it. I'm not going to say it, but it was so funny.
Was it?
Like,
I probably said something dumb. I was probably like, dope. No. It's like it's so funny because, I don't know. I feel like my reaction, I could think something is the greatest thing ever and be like, that's tough. That's tough. But I want to answer some questions on here too, because I saw a lot of questions, but I really did want to hear about the writing process, and I want to hear more about it. And then I've got some questions for Franklin over here.
Oh my gosh.
I also want to mention Cozy Zulsdorf, who is written the song with me. She also has really great music herself out there.
Please go peep Cozy. She's actually goated. Like
she's really great.
Oh my god,
she's awesome.
I met her at Josh's concert.
Wow!
Afterwards, and she looked so familiar. I was like, I've seen this girl before. And then I went home and like binged all her music, and I was like, oh my god, she's great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's so great.
She's been so helpful. She's like held my hand through this whole process and like just been so supportive. I love her.
This question's interesting. It says, who's an artist we'd be surprised to hear you listen to?
Let me go to my latest listen.
Oh I love that question.
Who's the artist?
Who's yours?
I'm trying to think. I'm looking through Spotify right now. I feel like I'm such a like a ball of whatever.
Have you been listening to Leve? Is that how you say
her
name?
My god, yes. Dude, I got her signed album at Melrose yesterday.
Oh, wow.
But like, I feel like
great.
Yeah, she's so like her voice is that's silk right there.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I have anything like that would be like shocking. Most of it is just like musical theater.
Have you been listening to oh my god, what's her name? I'm losing my mind. Ski. You know Ski?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know what that is.
What I've been enjoying is I've been enjoying Jason Mraz, which is like
really
a throwback.
That is very interesting to me.
But he, I mean, I definitely listened to him when I was a kid. But then he just had like a new album come out that I was like, this is kind of a vibe.
Jason Mraz. I haven't heard that name in like the longest.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
he like has a farm and everything. Like he's got a whole life that we don't know about. But I listened to some podcast with him and I was like, wow, what a guy.
Maybe like Florence and the Machine. I listen to a lot of Florence, and I feel like that's just so far from the realm of everything else that I listen to, just to me. But I
like Florence. It's good walking music.
Frankie said he's an open book. He said
I didn't say I was an open book. Yeah.
Oh, I've got an interesting one here. This is for Frankie. It says, tips on being a lead in a play. I got cast as Sharpay in my play in High School Musical too, and would love any advice you have on it.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. First of all, congratulations.
Congrats.
Second of all, advice. Just have fun. I like those types of experiences go by so quickly, and sometimes they go by almost too quick. And yet there's something that you remember forever. So I hope you have such a great time and you're going to be amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
We empower.
I feel a little empowered.
Sexy Red. That's who I was talking about. Do you know Sexy Red?
No.
I do not.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Are you gonna play a song?
No.
Okay. It's one of those.
I just feel like it might not be age appropriate for what we're doing.
Oh, heard. But, okay.
We love it.
Yeah, I have baby ears.
Everyone's.
What is it?
You should listen to Sexy Red though.
Okay.
This is also like. We were listening to Troye Sivan on the way here. We just put on
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Dominic Fike posted Troye Sivan on his like Instagram. I was like, okay, if Dominic listens to it, I've got to listen.
Yeah.
No, he's great.
No, yeah.
I really love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeding us.
Yeah, I think he's great. Like, and because I've never been like a big fan of the sort of like dance music vibe. Like, there's not a lot of dance music artists that I just listen to, but I feel like he does it in a really great way.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you dance to?
Like
First of all, I actually don't know if I've ever seen you dance. And if you're dancing to Paramore, I kind of want to see you dance.
It's not like dance. Okay, so I have no rhythm whatsoever. It just doesn't happen, right?
I saw you dancing.
No.
You and the Amani.
No. Okay. And so it's like that. I feel like maybe that's like the reason, because I was going through Kylie's playlist and Kylie just has like dance.
Yeah, don't you just want to dance?
No.
Oh, what?
I feel like I just
he wants
headbang.
to vibe.
I headbang and like I feel like I sing along, so I'm just like so caught up in yelling the lyrics. At somebody.
I just want to roll on the floor.
Dua Lipa has really
Dua
good dance
Peep,
music.
I love it.
Dua Peep.
Love her. I could listen to her all day.
Yeah.
This is a really basic question, but what would be? I'm not saying it's a basic question. That's what somebody wrote. Somebody said that. I just wanted to preface. I'm not calling this question basic, but it says this is a really basic question. But what would be a guys' dream music video, and with which song? So I guess like you could like put yourself in the character of the person in the music video. That's not basic at all. That's such an interesting question.
Okay, it would be for us, Joe. I think it would be Rain on Me, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande.
Who's who?
Of course, I'd be Ariana, obviously.
Okay. Well, if I get to be Lady Gaga. Rain on me, soon on me.
Wouldn't that be so fun though?
It would.
We would just like bop around,
just look like aliens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be fun. What about you, Adrian?
I don't even know.
You don't even have like a music video you go back and watch over and over again?
There's gotta be like, I think that a lot of music videos are really interesting. But like,
I can't wait for an Adrian Lyles.
I've got big dreams.
That'd be so cool.
I've got some like big budget ideas.
Well, if you need any dancers,
hey,
you know where to find us.
Formalize me music video ideas. That'd be crazy.
Formalize me. Sorry,
tell him. No.
Joe, don't leave.
Joe, hit him. No.
I learned it from TikTok.
Oh.
Before we go back into it, I'm gonna throw something because I want to know everybody's opinion on this. I've been listening to the new Tizo Touchdown album, and I want to know what people think. So here's my favorite song from the album. It's called "Sweet" by Tizo Touchdown. I think it's perhaps the most interesting album of this year because I think Tizo is such an experimental artist that like, and I'm so glad that he's getting like major label backing because it's rare to see an artist that like does whatever out there music that he wants to do. Like he will push the limits. And I think that there's a lot of great artists that toe the line, but the reason I really like Tizo is because he pushes the limits past all of it and it's just like, yeah, this is what we're making today. And like he's got like an RCA is like, yes, we are. And I just back it. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that's what people are looking for these days. Like they're like, surprise me.
The indie music is like popping. And I feel like with people like Olivia and Lizzie and Tizo and Dominic, like the sort of like mixing genres has become very like that's what people do now, where it's like mixing pop and rock or mixing R&B to rap or whatever you're doing. Like it's that's what people want to hear now.
Yeah.
But this question right here says, for all of you, Julia would like to know what childhood musical experience shaped your music journey.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy deep question?
Childhood music experience. Do you have one?
I do.
Start?
I do. When I was like 11, so I was always playing piano. Like my parents put me in piano like super little, and I was classical piano, and I wasn't like trying to be a classical pianist.
No.
So it was just like that was just like my extracurricular, and I don't know if I've told this story before. I probably have, but my best friend at the time, he was a triplet, and like he was like the quiet sibling, and then he had these two sisters that were just like outdoorsy, over the top, music loving people. And at this point, I just like played classical piano and like all of that, but I wasn't like into music like that. And we were maybe like 11, and they were in their like peak edgy phase. So they were listening to like My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco. And I remember every day I would go over to my friend's house and we'd be like playing Minecraft or something. I don't know. But like we would like his sisters would like blast music and we'd be like, "Yo, turn that off, like turn it off." Like no one wants to hear that. Just yelling at them just to be mean.
Of course.
And came in one time because the music was just blasting, and it was 21 Pilots' Vessel album. And I remember I heard it, and it was like the first time I ever heard a song that I felt like I related to. And it was like just so emotional. And like it was at this point with 21 Pilots where their music was, this was before Stressed Out and Ride and Heathen, so they weren't getting radio play because their stuff was just like, they would sacrifice how clean it was done, like for the emotion, and like they would voice crack and they would yell and like they would slow their tempo down and be off beat just for sake of the emotional feeling behind it. And I remember hearing that, like I was like, oh, like this is what I want to do forever. And it's just people that are so loose in the music that they make, and like just like, because I feel like it's music is real, so it's like supposed to be imperfect in a way, and I feel like they do imperfection in a way that makes it feel perfect. And I love how while I'm telling this story, I looked down at the chat and someone said, "You guys should play Ice Spice." That's so funny to me. At the same time, that's musical perfection right there. But that 21 Pilots phase like got me into music, because I remember anytime I would listen, I'd be like, I want to write like this, like I want to be that guy, you know. And that's what made me fall in love with writing, and like it's like burned into my memory.
Wow.
What about you guys?
I mean, in terms of like when I first played the piano, I mean, it was, I would go to see musicals. Like my sister was in The Sound of Music at the theater downtown at the place I grew up. And I remember we saw it a bunch of times, obviously, because you go to see your siblings in their shows multiple times. And I remember coming home and sounding out songs on the piano by ear. And since doing that, like, that was whenever my parents took notice and were like, oh, should we put him in lessons? And that's when that whole musical journey started of me playing piano. And then once I figured out how to play for myself, then I was like, oh my gosh, I can play for myself to sing to my own play. I was like, I have so much power now to like really sing and do music. So that really started that whole snowball.
Absolutely. That's sick.
But yeah.
What about you, Frank?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I am a true child of American Idol. And so obviously Kelly Clarkson was, I think my first album, I think was called Thankful. And I played that album over and over and over again. And I feel like that's probably where I learned how to sing, was just singing that song or that album over and over.
How do you say? You kind of sound like Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God, you're not the first person to say that.
I feel like, now that I hear that comparison, it's not that far.
Okay.
Not that far.
I'm gonna put a little cover or something. No, but it was obviously right up my alley. And so I think that's where like that kind of changed everything for me, where I was like, oh, I like singing and I like belting and I like, just like bopping around.
And showing people that range.
Yeah. I'm sure you're a pop star in your bedroom.
Yeah. Joe, I am a pop star.
I witness it every day.
100%.
So did you dive like straight in, like your family's like musical theater?
Very musical, yeah. Not musical theater. My family's just very music. My mom wanted to make sure that all of us played an instrument, and so that was like the requirement. Oh my gosh, I did everything, Adrian. I did trumpet, I did violin,
really?
I
didn't
piano,
know this.
I did clarinet. The one that stuck though was the cello, and I played cello for 4 years. And
like you could bust out a cello piece.
If you gave me a cello right now, I couldn't even tell you the notes of the strings. It is wiped from my brain.
No way, I never knew that.
Yeah, I was first chair cellist for the last 2 years of high school.
You're lying. I had no idea. Joe, did you ever play any instruments that weren't
piano?
Yeah.
I was in the marching band and I played the bells, which isn't like bells like you ring a bell, but like a xylophone.
Right.
Yeah, like the mallets.
Yeah.
And I did that for 2 years.
I was in marching band too.
What did you play?
I played the mellophone.
Go off.
Not for long. That one didn't last.
The mellophone?
Yeah, the mellophone is the marching equivalent of the French horn. And then I was supposed to play the French horn in concert band, but I was like, I don't think this is for me. And I pieced out. It's
really difficult to play those instruments.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
Like, those lips be working.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. I didn't know you were just like crazy instrumentalist?
I mean, if you give me any of those instruments, I'm not going to be able to like play anything for you anymore. I mean, that was so long ago. But yeah, I like dabble.
You've got that. That's actually insane. That's actually insane.
Thanks.
So you guys
ever play anything else?
No. I just started learning guitar and I played like ukulele. Kind of, but you know.
I'd love to learn how to play the guitar. It just is so intimidating.
I tried guitar. It was too hard. I have little fingers, so it's hard for me.
People lie. People are like, they're like, if you can play piano, playing guitar, it's not true.
It's not the same.
Like, theory, I guess. Yeah. But like, that's the same. If you started with guitar and learned the theory of guitar, then it's easier, in air quotes, to go play piano, because you know the theory of it.
I like the piano because it's all right there. I like to see everything. I like to see all the buttons.
Right. I feel like with piano, like, of course it takes incredible skill to play a piano, like, well, right? But I feel like if you're at the piano, you have no idea how to play a piano, you can
still play.
Find a way to make it. I feel like on guitar, you can't. You have to, like, know at least basic chords to make anything sound decent.
Some people, when people can play guitar, I'm like blown away.
Right? It's
like
insane.
when Josh pulls out the guitar,
oh my God,
and starts like, I'm like, wow, that's hot.
It's fire. It's Frankie, learn guitar.
I will not be touching a guitar anytime in my life. I'll tell you that much.
No, it's crazy because I remember when I went to high school, I was like the piano guy. Like, that's what I did. I wore a beanie and everyone called me John Legend. Like, that's what it was.
Oh my gosh.
My best friend, like, we're both writing music together, and he couldn't play piano, but he wanted to play an instrument. And he was like, I want to learn guitar. And like, they had guitars at the school. And he was like, I just really want to learn it. I just really want to learn it and all of this. And he just kept saying it over and over and over and over and over again. And I was like, yeah, like, sure, man. And he would take that guitar home like every night. And like 6 months, he was like finger picking and everything. Like, he's great. He's great.
Wow.
And when he learned it, I'm not going to lie, I got like jealous. So I was like, oh, like, you learned it in like 6 months. Sure. Like, I'll do it too. And I was like, this is awful. Like, how did you do that?
It's hard.
It's hard on my wrist.
And it's rough.
The stretching of the fingers. It's not for me.
It's not.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. What's an instrument that you wish you could play like perfectly?
The cello. I would love to pick up a cello again and know how to play it. And I think it's such a beautiful instrument.
It is beautiful.
But it's like it's just so big. Where do you put it?
Lauvie does that. Lauvie plays cello and sings. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible.
What about you? Or is it just like piano? You're like, I'm good.
I'm good with piano, but no, I like I said, guitar. I would love to learn. I wish I had the audacity.
The audacity.
Because that's all it is. It's just like,
the willpower.
To put yourself in a room and learn.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's not easy.
And who has time?
Who has the time?
Not I.
Like, I'd rather sit on TikTok.
Amen. I'll watch people play guitar on TikTok.
That's true. But then I'll see someone on TikTok just shred, and I'm like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get deep. Let's get emotionally philosophical. I have no segue, so I don't know how we're gonna get there.
I'm ready to go.
But it's like, all right. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
And it has to be deep.
Why did everybody look at me for the best advice?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like you've gotten good advice.
Advice that I have ever been given.
I can start.
Go, you start.
I say it all the time.
What is it?
And I have to take it myself. But you cannot move forward if you're looking sideways.
Hard. That's a quote. That's a quote. Who's
I had a professor in college, actually, like literally before I even was accepted. He said it in like his speech at the audition day, and everyone was kind of blown away by it. But I still am. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. Like, you just can't compare yourself to others, because then you'll never.
That's a
go
fire
forward in yourself.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love how I asked this question. I don't have an answer. I have no idea.
I know. I really don't have an answer, but and it's not something like it's not really advice, I guess. But I remember I was up for the national tour of this musical, and I wanted it so bad, and I was in final callbacks for it, and I was talking about it with my mom, and I was like, I just want it so bad, and she was like, well, Frankie, everybody wants it. And I was like, wow, yeah, everybody does want it. And it kind of like actually like was able to make me calm down and like center myself, because wanting it anymore wasn't gonna like get me the role. You know what I mean? It's it is what it is. So I guess.
And what's for you will not miss you.
What's for you will not miss you.
That's what is your deal? That's fire.
Look, I don't know. I like self-help books.
I have like one thing that is like kind of in the same direction as Frankie, and it's like, but like mine is like super basic, but it's just like, and you have to like use this advice in moderation, because you can't sit back and do nothing. But like if it's not for you, then it's not going to happen. But if it's for you, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? And like that doesn't mean that, oh man, I'm just going to sit on my couch all day and 100% an opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're working and doing what you feel like you have to do, if something is supposed to happen with that, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And something that you really, really, really want and don't get may open up an avenue to this.
100%. And I feel like I see that as I get older. I see that that's more apparent now. Like if something didn't work out that I was up for like a year ago, I see all of the other things that I was able to do throughout the year because that opportunity didn't, come to fruition. And so, it is what it is. And we're here for a good time, not a long time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Crazy. Isn't it crazy how we get there? Like, that's insane. Someone's saying Joe, poetry snaps. Poetry snaps for Joe. Yeah, you're walking Dr. Seuss. That's crazy. But no, I agree. I think that, I don't know. I feel like with Ella's and Kylie's thing, like Kylie and I were talking about like music and what our like whole process is and all of that. And Kylie was just like, she was talking about I write songs that are supposed to empower people when they feel weak, and we just dived in. And I was like, whoa,
I love that.
Like real philosophical right now.
I love that her music is like fun though too,
Yeah.
Like I remember when we first the day I met her, I think we were like asking her like, what kind of music do you make and stuff? And she was like, yeah, I'm trying to like make it fun. She said, I just feel like there's a lot of like sad songs.
But she also does like, and we're just speaking on the song she has out there, Text Go Green. It is uplifting. It is to say like, move forward. You got this. And I love a girly pop anthem.
Yeah.
And Kylie's just like a walking force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
She's so powerful. And it's,
we love her.
I talked to her about this too, but I feel like the best, most empowering music comes from such a weak, like powerless place that it's just like, it gives you the opportunity to be like, oh, I feel terrible. Let me write a song so other people that feel exactly how I feel don't feel as terrible.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
But in the midst of this sadness, let's take another call. Let's see what people got going on. I'm gonna let somebody in. Hold on.
When he said it was like a question from Julia, I was like, it's Jude.
Julia's in here right now. Hello?
Hello.
What is going
Hi.
on?
Not much. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I love the energy.
Who is this?
Oh
Frankie
my
said,
God. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I'm such a fan of all three of you. My three favorite people from High School Musical, the series.
Thank you. Appreciate you. That's so sweet. Would you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Emma.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Emma.
Did you have a question?
Oh, yes. I have so much questions. The first one is, what was it like working on High School Musical, the series together?
So we would love to answer that for you, but we do stand with the strike. So it's not in a place where we can kind of talk about it right now. But I really do want to get that question. Sorry. But did you have anything that was focused on?
Oh, yes. So I actually, my dream when I'm older is to become an actress. So I would like some ideas.
Oh, yeah. Like tips, you mean? Or what do you feel?
Like tips and stuff on how you guys started acting.
Yeah. What? I feel like. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go. You go.
I was just gonna say I give people the advice for music all the time, and I know it doesn't completely fall into the same category, but it's like just do it. Just you know, like go in for auditions and like memorize things and try to get better. Like don't sit back and wait for something to happen. Really just do it. I feel like so many, and like I said, this is more of a musical example, but like so many people of my friends like back in high school were like, yeah, I want to do music and I want to do this. Like that's all we want to do. But they don't want to write your song or do anything like that, you know? And so it's like really, really just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Even like pull a monologue.
Well, honestly, I'm in love with your song, Adrian. Something's changed. That's my favorite song that you did with Felix.
Felix killed that.
Felix did. So did you. Because Felix, I grew up watching Felix on Gamer's Guide. He was like my favorite on Gamer's Guide.
Felix is such a great human. I'm so glad you like his song. I'll let him know that you like it.
Oh, man. I follow you through on Instagram and TikTok. That's for sure. I follow you through.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in.
Oh my God, anytime. And I follow you through on Twitter. Adrian, I have you added on Discord. I don't think you saw yet, but if you could add me back, that would be great.
Got you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem. And I was the one that said, I'm so excited for you to release your new music.
Let's go. Thank you. I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. This is so great every single time. I swear.
So sweet.
It's uplifting.
It is.
Love Emma.
It is uplifting.
I love Emma. She's my best friend.
It's funny, actually, two of my best friends are named Nina and Emma, and those are the two callers we have.
It's them.
Nina
wow.
They're the ones calling
those are
in.
your friends.
I mean, it's literally them.
They're the people calling in.
That is so funny.
Oh my God. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play you guys another song. There's this artist that I've actually known her for a long time, but I feel like not enough people know of her existence. And her name's Audrey Nuna. So this is a song called Baby Blue by Audrey Nuna. I hope you guys like it. Thank you guys so much. I love that song, and I hope that you guys do too. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start rapping, but I always have so much fun coming on here, and I want to thank Joe Serafini and Frankie Rodriguez for coming on here. How'd you guys feel?
This was fun. I love when you just share music. You're so good at like having conversations about music, and you're so smart. So it's like really fun to like pick your brain.
We were talking about it literally like a second ago, because it's like I feel like on set I was like, oh, song of the day, like all the time. So it's so great to be like, here's song of the day, and then play it.
Yeah, look what you manifested.
Here, like they get to listen.
That's so cool.
That's so sick.
That's awesome.
I mean, everyone here knows you, but we'll say it anyway. Where can people find you guys on stuff? You know.
Oh, I am on Instagram at Frankie A. Rodriguez. Sometimes I'm on Twitter at Mr. Frankie AR, and then I'm on TikTok, Frankie Rodriguez, but Frankie has 3 E's.
I couldn't find you on TikTok for like 3 months because of that.
I'm sorry.
Did you know that?
I'm never on it.
I tried to find you like a while ago, and I couldn't find you.
I'm sorry. I never post anyway.
When I did the limbo TikTok, I was trying to at you, and I was like, I still don't know. I was like, I just don't think Frankie has a TikTok.
No, I do. I'm just buried. I'm buried in there.
3 E's.
3 E's. Frankie Rodriguez.
What about you, Joey?
I think across all socials, I'm at Joe_Serafini_.
See, that's clean.
Well,
that is clean.
I wish it wasn't with all those underscores, but the other ones were taken.
Dude, you know there's someone that's like living on TikTok as Adrian Lyles, and they're posting my old TikToks.
No, someone did that with me.
This has never happened to me before.
I hate that. I got freaked out by it.
I was on TikTok on my like burner, and I was scrolling through.
Wait, I want your burner account. I'll give you mine too.
Please.
We'll send each other TikToks.
I was on my burner account, and I was going through because like I don't know, the For You page on my like actual one is so professional.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's like vanilla TikTok. But like on my burner one, I was going through and I saw a TikTok that I made, like the first TikTok I ever posted. And I was like,
it was posted by someone else.
I was like, did I just get this video on my For You page?
Yeah,
and
they show up like months later.
That's what I was thinking. And then it was like Adrian Lyles smile heart. And I was like, that's not like TikTok, man.
Wow.
I recorded it like 6 times that it's still up. So I'm like, they're impersonating me.
You're famous enough. That's good.
Wow.
I
You made it.
Yeah.
And
and it's Serafini since you misspelled my name.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. You know what's so funny? People have been saying on chat the whole time. They've been saying like, is Joe going to say anything about how Adrian misspelled his last
Good for you,
name?
Joe.
And I haven't. I just didn't say anything. I just didn't want to,
No, everyone misspells it. It's fine.
No, I was going to, I actually saw, the second I posted it, I saw someone respond to the tweet and they were like, you spelled his last name wrong. And I was like,
I can't talk about it.
You know what? YOLO. Okay.
YOLO, absolutely. YOLO. And before we go, Joey, what, stuff coming out? What's going on? Like, without a single specific date in mind, just know that Joe's making music.
Hey,
that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
You don't have to know anything else.
Yeah.
Because that's all that's really important is the fact that Joe Serafini's soon enough going to grace us with his musical prowess.
Amazing.
And you'll see Frankie doing dancing on tour.
I'm doing backup dancing.
It'll be great though. No, because you guys will both be front and center.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Split 50-50 stage.
100%. As long as the check clears,
are you doing some like crazy dancing?
Are you joking, Adrian? I'm a crumper. So yes, I will do it. And especially with Joe's music. It's the best place to crump.
Yeah. I want Joe to write a really sad ballad and I want you to like just crump to it.
Yeah,
I'll send you the videos.
I need it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you for having us.
For coming on. This was so much fun.
And thanks to those who tuned in as well from us.
Yeah, we love you.
Joe and Frankie, gifts to society. We're going to play this out for you guys. Woo. Here we go.